stop in and say hello to you today.
I don't care.
Is a Miss Cathy Klepper here? And Mrs. Klepper just won an award. So guess what? Miss Klepper's one of the 5 best teachers in Hobbs. Yay! We collect people from all over the town, write letters to us, and tell us stories about teachers. Some of the stories about Miss Klepper made me cry. So Miss Klepper makes a difference, doesn't she?
Yes.
And you know, I think what makes someone the best at what they do is because they love what they do.
Actually, my grandmother was a teacher, and she would come home and she would just tell me about all these children, and I mean, she loved her kids. Oh my gosh, and I don't know, it just touched my heart, and I never wanted to be anything but a teacher. So. She's not visiting with her neighbor, she's not talking, she's not yelling out, she is being amazing. Yes, sir, Mr. Derek?
1/4 and 1/4 equal 1/2.
Yes, give me 5. Woohoo! I want them to believe in themselves. I want them to believe that they really can be anything they want to be. Ready?
120! 72!
Luke had it.
81!
Ty. Here we go.
72!
Boys, preposition B. Go.
Preposition, starting with the B. Means opposite. Soon means same. Answer means opposite.
She uses goofy stuff to teach us, and it sinks in my mind. And sometimes when I need help, I just think of that goofy stuff, and it helps me learn.
Because I believe they are smart, and I believe when someone tells you that, you think, pretty smart, I think I can do this. Okay, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to keep trying.
And I like school better now because I get to learn more, and I guess that's been the problem because you didn't get to stop. They would just keep going and say that we weren't paying attention when we might have not getting it. Sometimes because we might have been off track, but when we're off track with Miss Klepper, she'll still take the time to get us learning and understanding what we're learning.
She makes me feel really smart. And
4 divided by 2 equals fantastic. Way to go. Excellent. Love it. Mr. Kaysen's making me proud. You did a great job, baby. Thank you so much.
Derek was diagnosed with brain cancer at 8 months old, and he endured more medically as a baby than anybody should have to go through in a lifetime. And Mrs. Klepper was my boy's teacher, his 2 older brothers, and so I went to her and I said, Mrs. Klepper, can you just look at Derek and see if maybe he can make it at Stone? He's got a severe speech and language deficit, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. And she told me, she said, Regina, I don't even need to look at him. I'm already on board. Well, I'm so worried about peers. I'm still worried about how he'll make it with his peers. And she said, don't worry about that. It'll be okay. And it has been. He's a celebrity here.
After one day, around
Okay, here we go. Good job, Derek. Good job.
This is a kid that spoke one word, and now he is speaking in complete sentences.
4. All right, Derek. Woohoo. Okay, here we go.
I think that I needed a Mrs. Klepper just as much as Derek needed Mrs. Klepper. To have a teacher have such a positive attitude, love your child, and realize that he has potential is the greatest gift that anybody could ever give you.
Sometimes it's hard, you know. Sometimes I have expectations that don't get met, and it's frustrating. I mean, that is just part of the job. But at the end of the day, you love your kids no matter what. And saw a little guy this year who came with a lot of issues and felt down about himself. I was talking to him and I said, you know what, really? You don't even act like a 4th grader. And he got this panicked look on his face and he goes, I don't. And I said, no, you act like a 5th grader. And this was my kid who at the beginning of the year probably acted like a kindergartner. I mean, really, he cried and he whined, and when things didn't go his way, threw himself on the ground. And I mean, it was hard. And yet now I've seen so much growth, and I think I think he just needed someone to believe in him.
she is amazing. I don't know how she could be any better. I feel really blessed to have her.
And she, to me, she gave him a chance. And I feel like because she gave him that chance, his life is going to be completely different from here on out.
I love them. Love my kids.